Well, during the week at the Salzburg Global Seminar, we had a lot of discussions about China's economic growth, China's rising political influence on the international stage. One of the key areas we've been focusing on is what the outlook is for China in 2010. From our perspective, we see tremendous growth momentum. Today, we've seen the confirmation of China's tremendous growth, both in fixed asset investments and industrial production. The November economic numbers were just released, as a matter of fact, this morning. In addition to that, we're also seeing some signs of recovery for Chinese exports. So in 2010, we're expecting the Chinese growth momentum to continue. As a matter of fact, we're forecasting 9.5% growth in the year 2010. So with China's rising economic power, the Asian region is obviously very intensely interested in China. All Asian countries now rely on China as one of the major export markets. China is the single largest trading partner for every single Asian country, from Japan to India. So it is a very remarkable achievement for China, and all eyes are watching China's growth trajectory going forward. Now, we've never seen any big economy delivering such consistent economic growth over such a long period of time. Now, in the next 20 to 30 years, the Chinese economy is set to rival that of the US. At this point, the US economy is $14 trillion US dollars. China is $5 trillion. Based on the current growth rates of both countries, China could be overtaking the US economy by the year 2030. You know, the US and China share a symbiotic relationship. Over the last 10 years, China accumulated huge amounts of foreign exchange reserves, 2.4 trillion US dollars to be exact. Now, never ever in the history of the human race has a poor country, i.e. China, lent so much money to a rich country, America. Actually, China today holds 1.3 trillion US dollars of US dollar debt. And in addition to that, never ever has Washington become so dependent on one external country for its debt financing. So you can see the two countries share a very important, mutually dependent relationship. In recent months, we've seen some escalation in trade tension. The US has put on tariffs on the exports of Chinese tires, as well as steel pipes. The Chinese may actually retaliate with some form of trade restrictions as well. Now, it is very important for the two countries to set aside their differences and really try to work out the differences. After all, the US is the #1 economy in the world. China is soon to become the second largest economy in the world. It is very important that the two countries maintain a mutually beneficial relationship. For such a large economy as China's, the country is enjoying tremendous growth and rising economic and political influence in the world. Of course, there are many, many challenges facing the country as well. One of the key challenges facing the Chinese leadership is to maintain social cohesion. As we all know, the Chinese economy has grown very fast, but also income disparity between the rich and the poor has also grown. Environmental challenges are also mounting. So all these could potentially lead to social instability. Now, the fundamental reason why China has been maintaining very high economic growth is that the leadership and the Chinese people have really pooled all their resources together to achieve a set target together. In the Chinese economy, the inequality between men and women is not that acute. As a matter of fact, many women have very successful careers. However, in the upper levels of the business world or in politics, there are still very few women around. But I think in the coming few decades, as younger women, better educated women emerge, they will definitely be taking more important positions.